Good morning. How is everybody? I'm getting ready to paint. I got up really early this morning and I was working on my panels, putting my paint on the sides. But I have them all sitting here. Here's my area, so I have to put them away as we're saying good morning. I'm going to move them over here to the side. How is everyone? Good morning, Lou. So I did, hi Ellen, how are you? I did get my palette cleaned this morning. No, wait, let me put you in this little thing. The other day I actually looked at, one of these videos. And oh my gosh, I really need to work on my quality because when I move this thing around, it makes terrible creaking sounds. But I will learn, right? It's all in the process. Hi, Julie. How is everyone? Okay, I'm gathering my thoughts. I just got back from running my daughter to the bus stop and switched the wash real quick, and the dryer wouldn't start, so I've got to get that fixed. Someone had asked me to paint ranunculus today, which I love doing, and I'm kind of in the mood of reds and pinks right now anyways. It's perfect. I've probably painted this before 100 times for you, but and I've also been playing around with a rectangle shape instead of squares, which I'm enjoying. I feel like I need to mix things up a little bit, and I haven't quite figured out what that looks like. But let me turn this around. And I never realized either when I filmed this, and I'm going to take this out. So what I use is this arm. See this thing? Someone had asked me what it looks like where I'm working. And I put the phone in there, but when I move it, it makes so much noise. It must irritate you guys like crazy. So that's what I'm going to paint. And I cleaned up my palette. I still need to paint. I want to paint the underneath part. There's a piece of glass on top of a board, and I want to paint the, I want to paint the board underneath gray. And I usually put my colors up the side, but I get my elbow in it a lot. So I decided today I'm going to try and go across the top, which looks good. But I cover it with this lid, and I don't know if the lid's quite long enough for that, but I'll have to figure it out, right? Okay. So let me know if you have any questions. I also noticed, like when I put this up on YouTube, afterwards, the people watching it can't see like what you guys are asking. So I have to make sure I'm paying attention to if you ask me a question or something, repeating the question first. Need a sip of my coffee. Oh, I forgot to put music on too, but that's all right. You guys will keep me entertained, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go put some of my pinks in here. I'm using my transparent layer underneath. And I have a great big canvas next to me here, and I woke up this morning thinking about what I want to do with that because I'm hoping to take the day off from work on Friday and work on that. The size of your fave brush. Oh, yeah, Lynn. A lot, and I apologize, too. Sometimes you guys ask me questions, and I don't answer you because I mean to, and I put it on the back burner, and I think I'm going to come back to it, and I can't even remember if people asked me the question in Facebook or if it was on Instagram or an email. This is one of my favorite rosemaries. I need to get more of these. It's Rosemary Eclipse Short Flat, number 10. And my other brush that I use a lot is the, my brushes are a little tired. This is a Monarch, Winsor Newton Monarch brush, number 14. You can see the size difference there. But I like to start out, really my goal is to paint with a paintbrush this big. Good morning, Artie. How are you? Isabel, that's my daughter's name, Isabel. I love it. I just took Isabel to the bus, yeah. feel like I need to put music on. It's so quiet. I rarely have quiet in my life, so it sounds so loud to me. I feel like my life's always a little chaotic. Lots of people, lots of noise. And when quiet happens, it's like unsettling. I need to learn to enjoy quiet. I know that. And I also cannot wait until like peonies and these beautiful flowers are at market again. I love them. Now I go to market, I'm not crazy about any of the choices. I have a friend now, Splints and Daisies, if you want to follow her. She's a florist, and I should go to her place and photograph. We did a trade. I traded her a painting for the opportunity of flowers. And good evening, Sharon. What time is it for you? Let's all say where we're from. I love this part. Where's everybody from? I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Sharon, where are you? If someone wrote to me this morning and said, oh, I missed your live painting, I said, it didn't even happen yet. She wrote, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to get up early to clean up my panels and get ready so that I can paint this large painting tomorrow. I hear birds chirping outside. It sounds like spring. Oh, in Ontario, Canada, Tennessee, Florida, Illinois. I just reserved airline flight. I'm going to go to Colorado in May, and I've never been there. I'm so excited. I hope I get lots of photos of flowers, and I don't even know what I've seen pictures of Colorado, and it just looks breathtaking. A girlfriend of mine lives there. Going to see her. It'll be fun. Edinburgh, UK. Wow. Lobby Lou, I love that name. Lobby Lou. Okay, I need to get some of my paper. Whoops. That's one of the things I noticed I do. I always bump that thing. Yeah, but I always enjoyed squares because squares is my favorite shape. But now I'm trying to paint on rectangles, and I'm always trying to loosen up my style. There's sirens outside. I feel like I'm ready for a little bit of a change, but I don't know what it'll be. I'm working on applications for outdoor art shows for this year, which is a little scary. How are you, Ellen? But if it's not a little scary, then you're not learning and growing. Isn't that what they say? I think that's true. Hi, Sadie. Sadie, you were writing to me this morning, right? Were you writing to me really early? I forget. I think you were. Hi, Barbara. Linda, how are you? I have to come in and get a treat this morning. Linda's my favorite baker. She makes the best treats. She has a little coffee shop here in my town called Geneva Bakery. So if anybody lives nearby, you have to go to Geneva Bakery. It's the best kept secret. I go there and get treats and coffee many, many mornings. It's right near my work. I actually only work like 2 blocks from where I live, and Geneva Bakery is half a block from where I work. So I could walk all those places. It's nice. whenever I'm kind of at this stage of painting, I always think it looks a little bit like fabric, like a fabric design. I think because of the simplicity of it. I could see that on sheets. Wouldn't that be fun? I feel like it's so quiet today because I'm on my radio on. Sorry, I put my coffee over here. So I got up extra early today, but somehow I'm not that far ahead of my day. But this is the fun part. So I've been painting reds and pinks all week long, and I have a free PDF on my website if you want to go get it, and it lists my favorite pinks that I've been painting with. So it's totally free, and it's on the main page of my website. I always want to do so many things like posting and changing my website. I really want to redo my website, but I just can't quite find the time right now. All in good time, right? Don't rush it. It'll all happen when it's meant to. I always feel like that when I get inspired to do something, it's usually perfect timing because I didn't have time to do it all along, and all of a sudden I think, oh, I'm ready. And it's usually perfect timing for whatever it is. You have to trust that process. So you guys can hear me okay? I was thinking maybe I need to get a microphone when I do this too. I picked up some of the paint sticks. Can't wait to try them. Oh yeah, I need to do that phase next. I just bought 2 more. I'm going to do a commission. I'm so excited about it, of a horse. And I needed to buy new panels, so I bought 2 more colors of my pigment sticks. That looks pretty good. I think I can use my pigments. Sound is fine. Good. Wonderful. It's because you guys are like right here front and center, right in front of me, which is good. Right. Right. I think that's good. Which pink are you? Right now I'm using, I think it was probably quinacridone red. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Quinacridone, and I love I love this one too. Permanent Rose is wonderful for pinks. But I only have this little bit left. I've got to get more. And I can even get it at Michael's. You think I could ever get there to buy it? But this quinacridone red is very similar too. I always think, oh, I'm going to run to Michael's and get that. And then the day gets away from me, and I never make it there. And it's not far away. We have a Hobby Lobby here now too. I've never even been inside of it. Oh, let me... I should plug my phone in. Here, let me do that quick. It's going to make noise. Sorry. Okay. Fun little bucket. And I do, someone else had asked me, I do have a couple of my colors I can't get out of the tubes. I'm not sure what to do about that, but all my pinks. Look at all these fun ones. I'll show you. All these fun colors. Great. Oh, you think I like Hobby Lobby? Yeah, that's a lot of people tell me that. So that was warm pink. Oh, that's a good idea. I could try that and put it in the freezer. Ellen, I get them at Michael's or not Michael's. I don't get them at Michael's. I get them online either at Dick Blick or Jerry's Artarama. And I just enjoy them. They help me loosen up my style, I think. That's shadow. Oops, I caught that on the side. I want to clean that off a little. Now I'm looking to see where my darks are. How did I change my mindset? Well, I think, Sharon, what I did was I wanted to do it, so I intentionally started oil painting. I used to watercolor. And I love doing watercolor, but I would do really tight things. And plus, I went to college for graphic design, and back then, whenever we would learn, for graphic design things, we would do illustrations, but they'd have to be like marker illustrations or like wash paintings that had to look super realistic, like the product. So that's how I was really, trained and to paint. So I took up oil painting, and I painted tight, and I still like my more, realistic paintings, but I think oil painting has helped me. And then I just intentionally, I think some of it's stopping before you go too far with it. I mean, not everyone needs to try to paint loose. I love really tight paintings also. I want to learn everything. Like this morning, I was looking at someone's artwork, and they paint super realistic portraits, and they were just so gorgeous. And I'm thinking, oh, I want to learn about transparent layers with paints. I want to learn to paint like that. I would love to go to like a, not a workshop, I guess. Like, I don't even know what it would be. And an atelier, you'd have to do it, learn for a long time. Use the sticks on your large pieces. Yeah, I have been, Julie. Because then when I go in to paint on this, like there's kind of a groundwork already laid, and it all is fluid and moves. And like my large one that I want to start working on tomorrow or Friday, I keep not doing it because I really want to dive in and spend some solid time on it and not start and stop as much as I do with large paintings, because I don't have time to focus on them like I want to. So we'll see how I do with that, because I usually paint in, little hour pieces of time. And I want to see how I do if I have like hours to do it. Even on a Saturday morning when I get up and think I'll have lots of time, then we go to market or... Thank you, Sharon. Okay. Green. They're called RNF. RNF pigment sticks. There's what they look like. And they get a film on them too. So I always wonder, I probably don't need to even put them in the tubes. I need to research that. Like this one still has the film on it. Wouldn't that be fun fabric on a bed for the springtime? Bright and happy. I always think I would love to learn textile design too. What about wrapping them in? Oh, Yeah, Lynn, that's a good idea. I do have some of that, I can't even think of what it's called right now, but I have some upstairs, I think, that I could try wrapping them in and see how that works. I have a couple, like, that I've had trouble with here, and like this one, I don't even have it in a tube, but it seems like it's just getting the film, so even if I put it in here, you know, it would be okay. Love this color. I'm looking to see if there's anywhere else I can put it. The other thing that could loosen me up more too, if I tried it, is to like not. Hi Steph, how are you? Steph came to my painting workshop last year. I hope I get to see you when I come to Arlington for the art show. I gave you the dates, didn't I? I think I did. We're going to stay with my niece there. So I'm doing my first art show of the season is in Arlington, Virginia. And I think it'll be fun. It's a lot to get ready, though. Hi, Barbara. Yay, Steph. Oh, good. Wonderful. I'd love to see you. I don't know. Some of the colors I put on here just because I like them. It's crazy, but that's all right. That's the fun part of painting loose. You can do it just because. These are called RNF pigment sticks. Here, I'll show you this one. I don't really need this color, I don't think. RNF pigment sticks. This one's King's Blue. I love King's Blue. I don't really need that. I don't think. I think I got plenty on there. It almost looks like a finished painting, and I didn't start yet. It's nice and loose. Now I just have to hold on to that. Yes, they're oil paint, Barbara. So they, go with, I paint with oil. So because they're oil paint, it just kind of all blends together nicely. All right. I have stuff here on my, clean this off. I was painting my panels this morning and I have gold paint on my palette. Okay. I'll show you. I hate to move this thing. I know it makes terrible noise. I'll take this out and do it maybe. So that's where I am so far. And then I'm gonna turn this and mix some colors. I'm sorry about the sounds this makes. Okay. Good? That's good. Need a sip of my coffee. Forgot to put the stick away. Oh, I see I have a panel up here laying on top of paintbrushes. That's not a good idea. I gotta move that out of the way. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna mix a few pinks and greens. So the one green that I've been loving is a mixture of this Video Blue Extra Pale, which is I use as like a mixer color. I need to put my whites out too. I haven't done that. My hands are already a mess, and I didn't even start my real day yet. It's a sign of fun, right? Sign of a fun day. And I have this flake white too that I love, but I don't think it's healthy. Oh, it already has pink in it, so that'll be perfect. So that means I need a white that's not dirty. Sadie, I try and let them dry at least for a month or two. It depends how big the painting is, but these little ones I try to let dry at least a month before I send them out. So yesterday I'll show it to you. I don't know if you saw it. I felt like being a little more abstract, and I did an acrylic. I have a few acrylic paints, not a lot. Coming right back. So just for fun, I did this acrylic painting of a heart. And it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But so different working with acrylics because it would dry before I even could go into the next thing. So it took a lot of getting used to. I can't say that I am used to it yet, but isn't that fun? I just had a good time with it. Barbara said, thanks. It's looking good. I wish I could so early in the morning. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. This will be up for 24 hours, and I'm getting much better at remembering to post it to my YouTube channel. So you can always go there and see my paintings, this live painting event. I been having trouble saving it though. Like the last couple of times I have to really work to save my video. I've been cleaning out my phone. I have way too many photos. I'm sure all of you probably have the same problem. Thanks, Artie. Okay, isn't that just a fun color already? Now I want to go in the other direction. The other day I did this and I mixed my colors going light to dark in the other direction, and I was not happy. That's good. So I need more of an orange color. So I'll do a little bit of Indian yellow with my pink. This is pink. That's nice. See how much more orange that is? Because the one ranunculus is orange, a little more orange. And I'll do some. So I used warm white with that one. So see how much warmer this light color is? I think I need a little more warm white. Good morning to anybody else who's just joining us. I'm painting a ranunculus this morning. All right, I think that's good. I need some greens. So, I was saying I love the mixture of this cobalt green and this video blue extra pale. It's a beautiful color. That's way too much green. Thinking, do I need to go? Oh, gosh, I wish I could get up to paint at this time. Oh, I see, Barbara. Oh, I think it's Gamblin. This is my warm white Gamblin. Yeah, I would like to get up even earlier. I would love to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do yoga and then paint for a while, but I just get too tired. Maybe get more green in there. I used to have a lot more energy than I do now. Oh, that's a good color too. And when I see people do this, like they use their palette brush and they get this nice clean little pile of paint. And I really have trouble doing that. I'm not, maybe it's just that I'm not tidy, or maybe my palette knife isn't the right kind. All right, and now I need a really dark green. So let me get a little more sap green. Oh, I left that out because I knew I was going to need more of it. Here, that. Okay. I'm going to put ultramarine blue in there. Maybe some brown to warm it up too. A little bit of brown. That's mostly green. All right, I think I'm ready to dive in. We'll go from here. Okay, I'm going to turn this. It's going to make noise. Whoops. Huh. Okay, is that good? Kind of at the wrong angle. Yeah, I want to make neat piles, Lynn. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm messy or I just don't have the right stuff. Probably a little bit of both. Okay. Let me see. So I'm going to dive in with this big brush again. I don't know which one's dirty. I leave all my brushes are laying. See them all down here. But then in the end, I'm not sure which ones I used and which ones I didn't use. And I have to clean them all right when it's time to go to work. Could be worse problems, right? Okay. So I'm going to put some of my darks in. That was the other thing. Oh, I'm working on a wedding invitation for a friend for her son. And I did a watercolor. I had to watercolor for it. And I used to watercolor all the time, but I really had a hard time thinking about watercolor, because with watercolor you start light and go dark. And with my paintings, I like to put in my darks and pull out the lights. It's the opposite. So I had a little bit of an adjustment trying to do that. Okay. You can let me know if you have any questions or anything. When I do this part, I kind of get lost in the thought of it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to paint on this big canvas sitting next to me, and it's kind of haunting me. And I do know that usually, or always, I should have the faith that when it's time for me to start it, that right answer will come to me. But since I'm going to Arlington, I was thinking that it would be really fun to paint cherry blossoms. Does anybody have a good photo of cherry blossoms that I could use as reference? I don't have one. But for sure this year when I go down there, I'm going to take some photos, because it's so perfect for that area. And I think it would be fun to paint. So if you have any, and you wouldn't mind sharing it, I'd love that. This is already fun. Need more darks. That's pretty good. All right, now I'm going to put in some dark reds here. So I'm trying to make that face of that Look like it's looking to the side. That would be wonderful, Sadie. Thank you. You can email it, or you could put it in, I guess, message me. Thanks. Cool. I think that would be so much fun. Thanks, Sadie. Okay, so, and it's funny, I love painting these ranunculus, but I'm scared to paint roses. Isn't that crazy? They're so similar. Like roses are, I guess, a little more precise. Now I'm thinking, do I have my dark areas? So making this color, like the color that's in here and in here, it's a shadow of the pink. It's really mostly gray. And I have trouble figuring that color out. So maybe I'll experiment a little bit here. I have a gray that I love, and I can try mixing it with the pink. Oh, here it's called Hazy Blue. It's a Charvin color. So I'm gonna mix that. I love colors. I would love to have a huge palette and just get out all kinds of colors, but I'm sure I'd probably make a mess. No, I'm sure I would make a mess. I already probably have more on my palette than I need. I think it would be fun to experiment and try painting with only a few colors. It's kind of a cool color. Isn't that pretty? So that's, ooh, I love that. It kind of vibrates, doesn't it? That's the hazy blue with some, oh, what was that color? It's, I forget things. It's magenta, Block X magenta, and I think it had a little bit of my dark mixture in it, my dark green mixture. It's pretty. I think it's in here a little bit. Here. Ooh, nice, right? Yeah, I love that. So it does kind of make it look deep. Does it make it look deep or come forward? Just push it back? I don't know. It works. Whichever thing it's doing, it's working for me. Hear the geese outside. I think they think it's supposed to be spring. Is that what the Puxatawny Phil said? Did the groundhog say spring's going to come early? I hope so. I don't know if he ever says that, but I always hope that he will. I already feel like we've had winter for too long. Thanks, Carol. I'm holding my breath. I try not to do that. Yes, it has been a long, wet winter. And it's not even over. It's only the beginning of February. Long and wet. It makes you appreciate spring, though, when it does come. '34. That's cold. I like hazy, hot, and humid. That's my favorite weather forecast. Maybe not if I'd painted plein air. Maybe I wouldn't like it then. I always want to try that too. I think that would be fun to paint plein air. 16 inches of snow, Julie? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of snow. Wow. I hope you like snow. That's a lot to shovel. It makes me tired. That's a nice color too. Let me do a little of this. Oh, hot. Oh, I love that. That sounds amazing. Oh, not Fahrenheit, right. That sounds amazing to me. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee. Confident. Carol, that's what I try, to be confident with my brush strokes and not go in there and overwork things. Just put the brush stroke down and then let it go. Sorry about that. All right, so, here's where I need to push some things back too. This needs to go back. I always think of it kind of as a push and a pull. Like I push some things back and then I pull some things forward. Pushing and pulling. And I need some green. I try to leave it like kind of just fresh and loose, but I also don't like when white pieces of the canvas show through. So I sometimes go in and just double check that. But see, I'm doing the whole thing with this brush, and look how it's pretty big. I would love a brush like this and have it be enormous for my big paintings. I'm sure they make them. I just haven't found it yet. I should write to Rosemary Brushes and ask them that. Okay, yeah, now I need to do more lights, don't I? They do eclipse and oh, do they? Okay, I should look at that because I do like these too. Like I have the 14 of the eclipse, but I want like one that's like that big. I do have some big, like I've gotten this. This is Rosemary's classic long flat, but like it doesn't, maybe I need the short flat. Maybe I'll take that with me and order a short flat because I think it's too long for me. Like it doesn't have the same bounce or something. I can't quite explain what it doesn't have, but something. I like. Now I want that to go back a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of that same color I just used and I'm going to put a little bit of cerulean blue in it. I find that adding that pushes it back, or maybe it neutralizes it. I'm not sure what it does. Whoops, something on my palette here. Oh, it's a piece of the skin from one of the R&F paint sticks. I think it neutralizes it. I think that's what it does. Sometimes I think too, I paint so brightly that I don't leave space for the pause of like grays and neutral colors. Okay. This is the fun part, is like carving out, pulling forward the lighter colors. It's when it all starts to look like it's coming together. And sometimes I'll do little bits of it ahead of time and just only if I'm feeling not like I'm losing my confidence, then I'll go in and add some of those fun colors just so I see where it's going, I guess. Because I do lose my confidence, and that's one of the most important parts is maintaining that confident feeling that it's all gonna turn out just the way you planned. Now I need a little bit neutral here, I think. And what time is it? 7:50. Still have time. What do I want to do? Stomach's growling. I hope you can't hear that. I think I need some breakfast today. Thanks, Lou. All right, I'm running out of a warm color here. Softening that edge a little bit. This. it's getting close. I have to think about what it still needs. I need a little kiss of color in the little center area. That one you can't see it at all. Okay, Carol, I will post it to YouTube. I'll try and do it today. Work's been really busy lately, but I will try and do it today. Never even did anything right there. Does anybody have any questions about anything before I finish here? And like this is the point where I think it's time to be finished, because I will start to go in here and keep smushing everything around. I think I'm finished. I don't like that this needs to go darker here too, because the little center part, some of these colors around it are almost just as dark. I think that helped. Barbara, I'll let it dry for like a month, maybe even longer than a month. Sometimes I put it in my furnace room here in my house. It helps it to dry. And I think I need to go just a little darker in here. This is the spot that's bothering me. Yeah, that pushed that back a little bit. Lobby Lou, you're welcome. I'm going to sign this. And I'll show it to you a little more closely. I should turn that light away. Was there glare on there? I didn't think the glare was too bad today. So that's what I painted. That is finished. And let me turn this around. So thanks so much for stopping by and watching me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you again next week. Thanks. Goodbye, everybody.